Hi everyone, Jus4SweetZ here. Today we are going to make a really cute little Christmas treat that you could sell at a bake sale or give take to your children's school for their Christmas party. These are reindeer marshmallow pops. And in the past, I did a video on chocolate-covered marshmallows, and basically this is the same concept, except we are going to make a reindeer head out of it, or a reindeer face. And it's usually Rudolph, that's who I do. So I have two chocolate-dipped marshmallows, and you can go back and check out that video, but I will also re-dip a couple more. And you just take your large marshmallows and get a lollipop stick from your craft store, and then have your melted chocolate, and I just go around and dip that in, and then you want to shake the excess off. You don't want it, you want to try to get it as smooth as possible. So, and then I have my little cake pop holder that I put mine in, but you know, if you have another way, styrofoam works really well if you want to prop those up, if you don't have a cake pop holder. I used to use styrofoam all the time. So, alright, so just shake that off. And you'll just continue to do that with how many of these you'd like to make. And you want to make sure that this chocolate sets up completely. So you don't want to start them before that chocolate is completely set up. So we have them just sitting. Now these are the ones I pre-did. What you want to do is you want to have some mini pretzel twists. You want to have some Red Hots, or you can also use red M&Ms, the mini M&Ms, or the regular size M&Ms. And some mini chocolate chips. You want to have some white chocolate melted, and you can use the white candy melt as well if you'd like to. And then I have some cinnamon chips that I melted, and these are actually going to be part of the reindeer horns. I like them to be a different color than the reindeer head itself. So I have those all melted down, and I usually melt my chips down with some shortening. So for such a small container, I usually do about... I filled this with white chocolate chips, and I think I put about, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon of some shortening in there and melted in 30-second intervals. And if you have chocolate melters, that works even better. So I'm just going to melt this chocolate down a little bit. It started to cool off. And you don't want it too liquidy, but you want to be able to dip your pretzels in that. All right, and so then I have a little gadget to make eyeballs, and you can use a toothpick if you don't have a tool, or you can use the back of a paintbrush, a mini paintbrush, craft paintbrush, and those work really well. So we have our dipped marshmallows that I have let completely set up, and a lot of times you can stick those in a freezer for about 5 minutes and they'll be set. What you want to do is take your cake pop. I'm going to dip the back of this, let's bring the white chocolate over here, into the white chocolate, just like so. And I'm going to create two little circles, and I think you know what that is. That would be the eyeballs. And the white chocolate tends to set up pretty quick, so you're usually pretty lucky with that. So I let that sit. Unfortunately, you don't want it to drip down, so you kind of have to, you know, hold on to it until that sets up just a tad. But it's okay. It doesn't take that long because you're doing it usually on set chocolate or cold chocolate. And then we want to do the nose, and normally what I do with this is I just take a little dab of the chocolate that is melted, and I put that on the reindeer. And then you take your nose, which I am using Red Hot candies. I usually like to use M&Ms, but I didn't have any. So the Red Hots work just fine. Now as that white chocolate is setting up, you want to take these miniature chocolate chips that you can get in a big bag at the grocery store and kind of press those in the center of your white dots. You can see it is forming our little reindeer face. And if you do it while the chocolate is halfway set, it can't be set completely, but halfway set, that way the chocolate chips won't slide and you get a perfect little cute face. So I'm actually going to set this down on the wax paper and let that nose set up a little bit, and we're going to continue with one more here and make another one. So we're going to do the two white dots for the eyeballs. And a few years ago, I made a bunch of these. I made snowmen as well, and Santa Claus, and I will try to do those for you too. If they start to drip, you can always wipe them off and start over, or just kind of, you know, pull that up a little bit. But anyway, I made Santa Santa Claus and snowmen doing the same technique, and if I get a chance, I will show you guys those as well, because I would put them on a stick and wrap them in cellophane, and then I would use ribbon as the scarf because it was tying the cellophane on, and it would be really cute, and I would sell them at the front desk at our salon just for some extra money because my husband was unemployed at the time and we needed the extra money. And so I would sit and make candy every night to try to bring in a little bit of extra income. And they became a hit. And then I've gotten so busy in the last couple of years, I haven't made any. So today I thought, you know what, it'd be fun to share this with my YouTube friends. All right, there's another face. So we're going to let that one set up. As that one sets up, I'm going to show you how we do the horns or the antlers. So let's get all these out of the way. What you want is you want like a steak knife or a sharp knife. And I don't want you to get frustrated because sometimes this can be very frustrating to do. I'm going to kind of put the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. These are the ones that I've already dipped and they're setting up. But what you want to do is you're going to take that pretzel twist and along this line, you can see where that antler is. Go ahead and slowly, you can't do it quickly or the pretzel breaks, and try not to put too much pressure with your fingers on that pretzel and just slowly saw back and forth. All right, and then you get a perfect little antler. So, and put that extra one aside. Don't waste it. You guys, you can put them out for snacks. You can put it in trail mix, or you can make chocolate covered pretzel pieces and put them like in cookie shapes. Never waste. Money is too expensive, or I'm sorry, money is too hard to come by. Okay, so there's an example of one where I put too much pressure and it broke. Don't get frustrated. Put that one aside. I can't tell you how many of these I have done. See, I just broke it without doing anything, and it can get frustrating. But that just means take a breath, slow down, and that's what I normally have to do. And it usually, by the time I start doing it, I get in the flow, and it doesn't take me that long. All right, so I have two. So what you're going to do to dip these is you're going to take your little pretzels that you just cut and put them in your cinnamon chips. Now, I don't like to use the same color. I just have a thing about that. So that's why I chose to do the cinnamon chips. But if you cannot find cinnamon chips, you have a couple alternatives. You can use peanut butter chips because those are like a light caramely brown color. Or you can just use regular milk chocolate chips because they're lighter. This is a dark chocolate that I dipped the reindeer in. And so you can use milk chocolate chips for the antlers if you don't have the cinnamon. So just, you know, just kind of compensate, or, you know, look in your pantry and see what you have. If you don't have the same thing, not a big deal. All right, so you just take that fork. You saw what I did. I'm sorry, I was talking. Dip that in, and then I just kind of take the fork and pick it up, and you just kind of shake that excess chocolate off of there. And then you put it down on the wax paper, and you're going to let it cool. Now, these usually set up fairly quick, so they don't, you know, it's not going to take that long to get these reindeer going. So then you're going to want to put your reindeer back in the cake pop holder. And we're going to come down here a little bit so you can see what we're doing. Okay. And let's get that second little guy. Let's do one over here and one here. All right. Now what we want to do here is we're going to pick up these antlers that I already have drying. They're all dry and ready to go. And what I normally do is I stick the flattest side down and I dip it right into that cinnamon chocolate again. You just do a little dip, little dab will do. And basically what you're doing with that is that's what you're using as your adhesive or your glue for the top of your marshmallow. And I push down just a tad, just so it'll kind of stick on there. And as you see, it sticks. And then as it dries, let me see if I can back up just a tad. Let's see. There we go. As it dries, you can see that it's creating our antler. And I've seen a lot of different versions of this on websites, and I'll tell you what, when I made these, I truly did not copy this. I just was like playing one day and decided, oh, I'm going to do these, and I did them, and now I see all different versions of them. So you can make up your own version as well. So I'm going to hold that down and put the other antler in. All right, so we've got two antlers with our pretzels just sitting there cooling. And we're going to do one more because I made a total of 4 antlers here. Take the flat side, go ahead and poke that right in the antler head. And like I said, just push down on that marshmallow just a tad, not too much. And if you got too much chocolate, just take a knife or something and cut some of it. See if you can see that now. You just kind of cut some of that chocolate out. It's not a big deal. All right, so let's get the other antler head going here. Let's see. Just like so. Turn him around and press that in. You can work with the chocolate fairly quickly, so it's kind of nice. All right, so there we go. That was easy, wasn't it? I tell you what, you can whip a bunch of these out in an hour. And like I said, they make a cute gift, a cute gift or a cute thing to sell at a craft fair or a bake sale. And you can sell them for a couple bucks each. And they're just really fun. Your kids can give them to their friends or their teachers at Christmas. So there we go. There's our little reindeer marshmallow pop. And they're absolutely delicious. So people will love them. And like I said, if you don't have the cinnamon chips, you know, you can use peanut butter chips, butterscotch chips, milk chocolate chips, whatever you want. You can replace the Red Hot with an M&M. You got endless possibilities. So I had a great time showing you this little one, and if I get a chance, I will come back and show you my snowman and my Santa Claus. I hope I can make the time to do that. But have fun making these reindeers. If you have any questions, please feel free to PM me or comment, and I will answer back as fast as I can. Wrap these in some cellophane, get some really pretty ribbon at the dollar store, tie it around, make it look like it's a scarf, and just make it as festive as possible. You can also stick these in some styrofoam into like a Christmas pot or something like that and display them. So you can have a lot of fun times with these kinds of things. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. And I'd love for you to share it on your Facebook page with your family and friends. And feel free to join my Facebook page, Just for Sweets. And I'll put the link down below so you can go ahead and just click on that to like the page on Facebook if you want to. I do a lot of other things that don't always go on the videos, so you could see what I do on there. And until next time, next video, God bless everyone.